Welcome to our word of hope for the third Sunday of Easter. This morning we find Jesus standing on the shore of the Sea of Tiberias, watching Simon Peter and 6 other disciples coming into the shore from fishing. And Jesus notices that their boat is empty. He says, "I see you have caught nothing." He says, "Why don't you cast your net out on the other side?" And they do so. And they catch 153 fish. Then they grill one of these fish for breakfast, and Jesus sits down with him. And as they eat with him, their eyes are open, and for the first time they recognize it as he, the one who is risen from the dead. I like to think that our lives too can turn suddenly like this. We turn to the other side and we recognize Jesus in a way that we've not recognized him before. On Easter, at the Easter Vigil on Saturday night in the Vatican Basilica, Pope Francis sent a preaching to be read by the cardinal who was presiding there. And in that preaching, he said this: "We must look for him without ceasing, because if he has risen from the dead, then he is present everywhere. He dwells among us. He hides himself and reveals himself even today in the sisters and brothers we meet along the way, in the most ordinary and unpredictable situations of our lives. He is alive and with us always, shedding the tears of those who suffer and adding to the beauty of life through the small acts of love carried out by each of us." In the very last preaching of his life on Easter Sunday morning, another preaching that was proclaimed for him at St. Peter's Basilica during the morning Mass for Easter, Pope Francis calls the resurrection the turning point of history. He said, "The risen Christ is the definitive turning point in human history. He is the hope that does not fade. He is the love that accompanies us and sustains us. He is the future of history, the ultimate destination towards which we walk, to be welcomed into that new life in which the Lord himself will wipe away all our tears, and death, mourning, and crying and pain will be no more. And it falls to us," Pope Francis said, "to proclaim this Easter hope, this turning point where darkness becomes light."